Hello, sir. My name is Harshit Kumar, and this is my presentation on a topic Tata Motors. So, these are the tables of content, and I mention all the content which are necessary in our presentation, such as introduction, risk management framework for risk management, challenges for Tata Motors, risk register, risk matrix, critical assets, and conclusion with some valid references. In introduction, Tata Motors is known as the global automotive giant, which is operated in 125 nations across the globe, and the customer segment is individual and mainly focus on the premium segment. So the presentation below focus on applying risk management analysis on Tata Motors along with specific issues and challenges faced by the business with respect to decision making process. Tata Motor address the associated risk structured through decision-making and data-driven strategies with transitioning to EVs, electric vehicles, regulatory compliances, and supply chain disruption. In addition, the integration to customer relationship management, which is known as CRM, enterprises resource planning, ARP, and advanced analytic tools highlight the commitment towards proactive risk mitigation. Moreover, the presentation explored the importance of risk analysis and its impact on organization and its strategic objectives. So the next slide is risk management framework for risk. Tata Motors is a global automotive giant and effective management of risk is essential within organization as its assets to navigate the volatile environment of business, maintaining competitive edge and adapt to the evolving trend of the industry. Risk management is an essential process that is implemented by an organization to identify assets and mitigate potential threats that are somehow affecting financial practices, objectives, and key operations. Tata Motors follows structured risk evaluation, identification, monitoring, and treatment. For this, Tata Motors used pastel analysis, which is mainly used for macro environment. So it guides to build long-term strategies such as expanding the offering of EV in compliance with sustainable goals. Scenario planning, Tata Motors use this to stimulate and prepare potential risks such as geopolitical disturbance that affects supply chain operations. With the advancement of modernization and technology, EVs takes place in the market. So transition to EV, the risks such as high research and development costs, slower market adaptation, and limited infrastructure in emergency economics, which creates a major risk. So the Tata Motors adapts a structured approach which aligns with strategic goals, dynamic external environment, and operational challenges. Next slide is Tata Motors Risk Management Framework. So the risk is governed by the audit committee which monitors risk and create strategies to reduce them. Risk management committees reviews risk, prioritizing them and make sure they align with business goals. Roles and responsibilities followed by the board of directors which approves risk, appetite and framework. Functional heads identify and manage risk in their specific areas and management put risk strategies and policies into practices across the business. Employees follows risk policies and practices. Risk officers monitor and report on new risk that arises. Process and tools. So the tools which are used by the Tata is data analytics, ERP enterprises, resource planning system, predictive models, and the risk controls. Risks are controls by the three things: preventive controls, detective controls, and correlative controls. Next slide is challenges for Tata Motors risk register. The key focus areas as high probability and High impact risks such as supply chain disruption and EV transition requires immediate attention strategically. Risk mitigation can be processed through customer service challenges that must monitored through robust systems such as CRM integration, and proactive approach must not be neglected as it induces significant impacts such as cybersecurity. Next slide is risk matrix. So these are the 10 risks which can be faced by the Tata Motors with their probability of occurrence, impact, followed by risk measures and risk label. One of the risks can be faced by Tata Motors is negative feedback from customer after service. The chances of occurrence is around 0.6%, impact is 7, risk measure is 3.5, risk level is very high. Risk matrix which is followed by the table. It is shown that probability and the impact of the organization from zero point 0.1 to zero point 0.8 probability to the impact which which can be faced by the organization. Critical assets. There are various critical assets of the company. One of them is manufacturing plants. It is a physical infrastructural type. Facilities for production of vehicles. RTO is around 2 to 3 days. Maintenance engineer, logistic and plant manager are the part of the recovery staff. Another one is EV batteries, which is intellectual property type, properties process and design for EV batteries. RTO is around 1 day. And in recovery staff, there are battery specialist, R&D and IT support team. In conclusion, it has been summarized from the above risk management analysis of Tata Motors that a structured approach is followed by the organization to mitigate uncertainties and capitalize opportunities. The management integrates diverse considerations of risk to decision making models, and thus the organization can enhance its adaptability in the rapidly growing and changing industry. Tata Motors leverages combination of operational efficiency, innovation, and strategic planning to navigate both strengths and challenges in market presence. Moreover, proactive risk management and critical assets are the central used to enhance competitiveness and long-term sustainability for the company. And here are the references which is used in this presentation. Thank you so much, sir.